Hello wizards, and welcome back to part 2 of Unit 2 in Section 3 on creating in 2D. In the previous part, we looked at drawing a self-portrait. Now, take a picture of yourself using the techniques described in the previous part and draw an outline of your self-portrait. Using monochrome colors, paint your self-portrait. I am sure you will have fun doing this task. Do not stress. If your effort is not at its best, you are a beginner, and with practice, you will get better. In more professional paintings, we see the use of texture. Texture refers to the surface quality in a work of art. We associate textures with the way that things look or feel. Everything has some type of texture. We describe things as being rough, smooth, silky, shiny, fuzzy, and so on. Some things feel just as they appear. This is called real or actual texture. Some things look like they are rough, but they're actually smooth. Texture that is created to look like something that it is not is called visual or implied texture. Let's look at elements of design in art. And texture may be used in an art of work to create visual interest or facial points in the composition, to create contrast within design composition, or to help visually balance a design composition. Vincent van Gogh created many heavily textured artworks. In Noon, he used thick applications of oil paints in an expressive manner. This creates an artwork that has a rough texture as well as a raised surface. As an activity, would you say that the texture in this painting makes it look more real? Tell us why. Balance is the way in which the elements such as shape, form, color are arranged equally to create a feeling of stability in the work. No one part of the work overpowers or seems heavier than any other part. There are two types, symmetrical and asymmetrical. Symmetrical balance is the parts of the artwork that are organized so that one side mirrors the other. Asymmetrical balance is when one side of the artwork is not an exact repeat, but still there is a feeling of equilibrium. Contrast is a large difference between two things which creates interest and tension. Contrast can be used as a background to bring objects out and forward in an artwork, creating an area of emphasis. The use of opposing elements such as color, texture, or lines close to each other is a technique used to intensify the work of art and directs our attention to a particular point of interest within the space. In the last exercise, you drew a self-portrait. You looked into the elements and design principle. Let's now use that information and explore figures in an environment. Let's look at painting about sports. The link on your screen will lead you to a video on how to draw scenery of playing football step by step. Principles that are important to consider. Taking all the details of the environment, the light, space, balance of the environment, look at the use of color, the depth of space of objects. What are the features of the scene? The movements of the characters, the emotions that go with the scene, the emotions of the players. As an activity, try and replicate the drawings below and paint these using monochromatic colors.